I'm going to show you how to create a reverse embossed look on a hand towel using Little Ghost in My Lace Maker software. In the reverse emboss technique, the little ghost will hold down the pile of the towel while the rest of the towel stays fluffed up around them. How I created the little ghost, I actually drew it in the software. You can go up to the drawing tool along the top menu, choose Pin, and when you put your cursor into the design space, you can see mine looks like an actual little pin. Yours might look like a small little T. If it does, go up to Tools, General Options, Digitizing, and make sure that Freehand is selected. Click OK. What this does is it allows you to hold down the left mouse and just draw whatever you want. And when you're done, right-click to end the line. I'm going to get rid of this, and we're going to draw the little ghost. Drawing a ghost is simple. Select the pin, hold down the left mouse, and just draw a ghost shape. Right-click to end it. If you don't like your ghost, draw another one. I like my first ghost, so I'm going to get rid of this one. And this is the ghost I'm going to be using. First thing, you should go up into the upper right to the transform icon and change the size. I'm going to uncheck maintain aspect ratio. My ghost was approximately 1 inch wide and approximately 2 inches high. Click apply, and here's my ghost shape. I might stretch him out a little bit. Again, these numbers that I just said, 1 inch by 2 inch, that's arbitrary. With the ghost shape selected, click on Lace Grid, and it applies a grid. If you go into the upper right, you can click on the fill button, and there are different types of fills you can use. I just left everything the same. My ghost has a run stitch going around it, and to achieve that, with the ghost selected, right-click, drop down to Utility, Create Outline. With the Create Outline window open, drop the distance down to 0. I chose Round. You can preview it to see what it'll look like and click OK. With that selected, go up to the top menu bar and click Rope Connection. And you can see that it added like a little decorative stitch around the ghost. It also opens up the run window over in the upper right. Where it says type, this is a triple rope going around there. You can use the drop-down menu, choose standard, and click apply. And that's a run stitch. I want the ghost and the run stitch to be the same color. So I'm going to drop down to the color palette, and with the run stitch selected, I'm going to right click on the same color as the ghost. To create a face for my ghost, I went into the upper left to the Lace Designs folder and looked for something that had a small circle in it. I used the Bubble 06, click OK, puts it on the screen. Over in the sequence window, you can see that it's grouped. Right click, ungroup, and choose one of the small little round circles. I'm going to delete everything else that I don't want. And with that circle selected, I'm going to drop down to the color palette at the bottom of the screen, right click on the black, and then I'm going to grab the center bottom node and just ever so slightly elongate that circle. Copy it, paste it, move the other one over, adjust them how I want them, paste again to create the mouth, and that's how I got my ghost face. I'm going to select everything, right click, and I'm going to group it together. This just makes it easier for me to move this around. When I stitched my towel, I used my 8 by 12 hoop. You can create a file for any size hoop that you have. I'm going to zoom out a little bit, and I'm going to copy and paste my ghost, and I'm going to mirror image it. I just wanted to give it a little bit of contrast. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to paste another ghost. And I'm not lining them up in any particular way. I just kind of want them to look like they're flying around. So let me paste another ghost. I'm going to mirror image that one. And when I use my 8 by 12 hoop, I had 6 ghosts going across. So let me paste a few more and one more. Mirror image that one. Again, you can line them up how you want to. They don't need to be real close together, but this does have to fit into my 8 by 12 hoop. So let me select them all and just check the size by clicking transform. I'm only at 9 3/4 inches wide, so I could spread these out some more. I'm going to kind of zoom out, and let me just start spreading them out a little bit more. Again, I'm not lining them up in any particular way. Let me check the size again. And this time it's 10.7. I think I'm just going to leave my ghost like this. Go over here in the sequence window, and I want to get all of the ghost to sew first and then all of their eyes to sew. So I'm going to have to go back and ungroup all of these. And all I'm doing is right clicking and then clicking ungroup. I'm going to close these up to make it a little bit easier to see. And then I'm going to start from the bottom. I'm going to select the ghost, hold down the control key, select the next one, the next one, the next one, and the next one. And then I'm just going to hold down the left mouse and drag them up under that first ghost. So now all of my ghosts are stitching, and then all of the eyes are stitching. You can check that in the slow redraw along the top menu. And there's a ghost, 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 and then their eyes all stitch. So now I have my first row of ghost. On my towel, I had 3 rows of ghost. So I'm just going to copy this and paste it and move one down. Now, if you don't want to line them up exactly, you don't have to. You can make them be off just a little bit. I'm going to zoom out, and then I'm going to paste another row. Let me get this all on the screen. Okay, let's check the size of all of our ghosts. Still want to make sure that it fits within my 8 by 12 hoop, and over here in the upper right I can see that it will fit in the hoop that I want. So the only thing left to do now is to get the rest of the ghost all in order. So I'm going to choose this last row of ghost, hold down the control key, choose the middle row of ghost, left mouse, and move them up underneath that first row. Let me close this up, and now we have all of our ghost stitching and all of our eyes. Let's just double check it with the slow redraw. Okay, here are all of our ghosts and the eyes stitching. And basically, this is how I created my file. When I stitched it, I hooped tearaway stabilizer, which worked for me. I hooped my, I put my towel on top, floated it down. I put a sheet of Mylar over the towel, and I like to use pins to pin everything in place. And then I just stitched my ghost, and then I stitched their faces, and then I pulled off the Mylar, and pulled off the tearaway. The only thing that I need to do is select everything and rotate it because that's the orientation of my hoop. It's not going to fit if I leave it going horizontally. I have to turn them vertically, and then it's just a matter of saving my file.